This is Kaipacha with the weekly Pele report for January 21st, 2014. And this is an astrological forecast, tapping into the energies of what's going on. And not just this week, but we want to look at, we're coming up to a 3/4 moon. Yeah, that's the moon square the sun. And that's happening on Thursday. And the origins of that 3/4 square, we want to talk a little bit about the lunar cycle here this week, because the new moon in Capricorn was on January 1st. Then it comes around and it squares. Moon squares the sun a week later, January 7th. Then last week, on the 15th, we had the full moon. Now we're coming up on Thursday to the 3/4 moon. And then it's going to, of course, whip right back around and we're going to have a new moon, you know, coming up. And that one is going to be in the sign of Aquarius. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit today. Venus is continuing in its retrograde motion, coming around, and it's conjunct Pluto, opposite Jupiter. And that opposition of Jupiter, opposite Venus and Pluto, is square to the planet Uranus over there in the first house. So we want to talk about that a little more. Sun and Mercury both in Aquarius. And this time, last week it was Mercury square the moon's nodes. And this week, now, we've got the sun squaring the moon's nodes. Very, very interesting, very important. And let's find a place down this path today and see what lies ahead. Haven't been down here before, so I think that's all the aspects. Well, I mean, you know, Mercury is trining Mars. Mars is over there in Libra, Mercury in Aquarius, both these air signs. That's exact on Friday. And then it squares Saturn on Saturday, with the moon occulting Saturn, like totally in the way. Check out that tree. Oh yeah. Looks like a pretty sober weekend with the moon occulting Saturn, but yeah, let's see what's... I'll talk about more of this when I find a place to sit down and relax. Alright, well, I just found a cozy seat on the top of a fire ant colony. So I think I'll do this one standing up. The main thing going on these days, like I've been talking about for a while now, this Venus retrograde coming through. She's conjunct Pluto in Capricorn, opposite Jupiter in Cancer, squaring Uranus in Aries. She's coming closer and closer and closer till she stations next week. So she's conjunct Pluto. And this is Capricorn. We had the new moon in Capricorn January 1st. We are in this time of Capricorn. We're setting a new synodic cycle. When Venus rises in the east, she'll be in Capricorn, and that's setting a Capricorn tone for the next 584 days. Yeah, oh, you know, a year and a half of this Venus cycle going on. And Capricorn is about security. Cancer is about emotional security. Capricorn is financial, physical security, having a good reputation in the community, having people say good things about you. We say the downside of Capricorn is wearing a mask, because I want to look good in front of my colleagues, in front of my associates, in front of my employees or my employer. This is our, you know, this is our reputation. This is where we are standing, how we are standing in the community. And Pluto coming through here is changing that. And it's time. Uranus in Aries is saying break free, liberate from the establishment, from the secure, from the past. These old external authorities, the old hierarchies, the governments, the religions, the parents, the grandparents, that have been laying laws for each one of us. They have been limiting our creative capacity, limiting our individual self-expression. And this is a time. We're moving into this age of Aquarius. Now we have the sun squaring the nodes in Aquarius, saying that before we get to Scorpio, before we have that orgasm, that union, that merging, that expansion of our own personal power, we have to do Aquarius. Aquarius is the future. Aquarius is the vision. Aquarius is moving forward on a planetary, global level towards making new communities. So this is a time of breaking free, breaking out of the past. And at the same time, what does that do? It triggers all of our fears, all of our insecurities, everything we've been told about what success is, what it looks like. So there's this inner opposition. This Jupiter in Cancer is my intuitive inner child, my intuition, my feminine nature, my feelings, my heart knows what's best for me, knows my future, knows my truth. We're coming now into this wisdom of the body. Yeah, the somatic wisdom. It's in our cells. We are truth. And we are each a unique aspect of that truth. And we're diversifying and creating bigger and greater truths as we diversify and individualize. And what does it entail? What does it call for at this time? Revolution. Aquarius and Uranus is about rebellion, revolution, breaking free, breaking out of the known and the familiar. And what does it take? Money. We're dealing with Pluto in Capricorn, financial security. I talked about it. We got to talk about money. What are you doing with your money? What are you doing for money? Are you selling your soul to the devil? Capricorn is the devil card in the tarot. It's materialism. Yeah? And the choices that we're making now are really significant. The resolutions that we made for New Year's. You know, what do I really want? What is it based in? And all I can say is, it's a time to spend some money. It's a time of, I mean, the way I want to bring it is, it's just that it's expensive to be different. Just look at, like, take organic food. You know, when it first started coming out, oh, organic, 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 but the price was sky high because the demand was so small. And everybody, you know, the majority of the population was sold by Monsanto and others that, yeah, this is the good stuff here, more chemicals. So the price was high. The more people learned, became more conscious, made different choices, the price comes down. So there is this, you know, and it's the same thing like with solar panels. The price of solar panels, the more people that, you know, are into solar energy, it brings the price of solar panels down. But the first people, the pioneers, the visionaries, the leaders of the new, take it in the shorts. You know, it's tough. It's hard to be on the leading edge. It's expensive because there's not very many people going there. I want to encourage you, you know, if you're watching this, if you're learning, if you're listening, that you make your choices. Jupiter is what I believe is true. And what I believe and my truth and my desires determine what I value. This is a time of changing our values. Venus is our values, opposite Jupiter. There is a pull to the past. Save money, conform, When you've got enough money, when you've got enough security, when you are old enough, when you have enough letters after your name, when you have enough when it's all set and square, then you'll be safe and you can make a little change. Not too much. This isn't time for that. And what happens is when you don't change, the world helps you change. It modifies your reality. You know, your company goes broke, your house goes down, your partner leaves. So this is a time of gambling, of risk-taking, of taking these chances, of going into the unknown, of letting go, of letting yourself be free. And trusting, believing, having faith. This is Jupiter. That this is the path I need to walk. I'm not selling my soul to the devil. I'm not hanging back. I'm not waiting. I'm not making choices, you know, to try to like, and this is the thing of unconsciousness becoming conscious. You can be unconscious that you really don't feel important. I really don't feel valuable. I really don't feel special. I need to prove myself. And unconsciously, I'm still trying to prove myself to my father. That I am important, that I am smart, that I can make it. I'm still trying to prove myself to other people. I'm not doing it consciously. Oh, no, no. I'm walking around going, hey, yeah, you know, this is good, this is hip, this is, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I get a job with a big corporation, and I, you know, get a big car, and I, you know, get a big bank account, and I, you know, but these are false supports. Yeah? They're not true to myself. I'm really, all I want to do is sing. All I want to do is sing. And here I am working for the corporation, driving a big car, man. I mean, I personally, I'd be happy on a bicycle, you know, singing. We end up living false realities out of unconscious choices. Thank God for life. Life will come along and screw you up. Bam! That's not who you are. That's not your truth. That's not where you belong. This is a time of getting some, you know, awakenings. So this third quarter square moon is about consciousness. The new moon in Capricorn, January 1st, was the seed. Choices, impulses, new desires coming out. And then, you know, the first quarter square is manifestation and action. Crisis in action. Then we come around to the full moon last week. And it's like what goes around, what we put out last couple of weeks, now is coming back. You put out an intention for the new to be different, to evolve. Now what? Some new people are going to come into your life. There's some new choices that you have to make. There's some, it's coming back to you now, what you put out. January 1st, well, you know, I just want to, you know, stay where I am and get secure and stabilized and da-da-da-da. Well, now, you know, there'll be some repercussions. There'll be some reactions from the outside world, from life acting on us. This is the third quarter square, and it brings us into consciousness. Wow. You know, I didn't know I chose that because I was afraid. You know, I didn't know I chose that because my partner wanted me to be somebody I'm not. Now I see it. So this is, you know, this is a week, you know, that moon square the sun is consciousness. It's like, oh, geez. And then it goes around, and the next, you know, the next new moon is in Aquarius, coming up. So, anyway, the mantra for this week then is, with every choice I now must make, I see just who I am. Is it my looks, security, or spirit in command? And it could be, you know, Is it my looks, what I look like, what it looks like, what the neighbors are saying, what the, you know, opposite sex is thinking, whatever. It could be security, you know, have I got enough of this, you know. It could be fear, I'm afraid of that. I mean, the list could go on. Is it greed, ambition, need for more power and recognition? There's all kinds of desires that can drive our bus. Time to become conscious of which desires those are. Are they unconscious? Are they truly me? Or are they patterns and programs from other people in my past? It could be the past that is making my choices and is in command. So, oh God, man. I like to get on these rolls. What is it again? With every choice I now must make, I see just who I am. Is it my looks, security, or spirit in command? Check it out. Namaste, aloha, so much love.